Hey everyone, we're still live in Nashville at the National Women's Survivors Conference. This is the Cancer Survivor Show brought to you by the Chemo Girls. And like we have told you guys so many times this weekend, we just continue to be blessed beyond measure at the wonderful people that we are meeting and talking to and interviewing. And yesterday, Sharon and I mingled down to where they're doing hair and makeup and just complete makeovers for cancer survivors. Some are in therapy right now. Some are surviving and past the therapy process. Some have very little hair and some have their hair back. But these guys are down there making these women feel beautiful. Mm-hmm. And we got to meet Peter Coppola. Oh my goodness. First thing I thought was, what's he going to think about my hair?
I love your hair. It looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what you would do with it. You'd probably make me kind of wild, wouldn't you?
Not really, no. I probably would cut it shorter.
Okay. I tell her she has a beautiful face.
Yeah, and short hair is in. And that's one of the things that we were talking about with some of the women here that are going through therapy. You know, they were so concerned that, they're going to lose some of their hair or lose their hair. And I said, well, don't worry about it because you're going to be really in fashion.
Yes,
it's
good
okay.
Line.
It's
Very
really
good
okay.
Line.
Even when you look at Hollywood, you look at some of the superstars now. They're all cutting their hair real short.
Yeah.
So it's really in fashion. I had a young lady today, had a wig on, and she said, I know who you are, and I've seen you on television, and I'm really embarrassed about my hair, and I wear a wig. And I said, well, okay. She said, well, I don't want to do it out here in the open. I said, okay, let's go behind this curtain. And we went behind it. She was a beautiful woman. She took her wig off, and I said, okay, what's your problem?
Yeah.
She said, well, look at my hair. I said, yeah, it's great. It's great looking. You got a great short haircut. You look fantastic. We're going to do some special makeup on you, and you're going to look great. What are you worried about? Don't think about it that you lost your hair because you're going through chemotherapy. Think about that you just cut your hair short and you're in fashion and you look great, and you do look great. So that's really,
excellent.
really, again, send the message. It is what it is, but try to make it work for you. And you can, some of these women are just fabulous looking girls. So you're right in fashion. It's okay.
So, Mr. Peter, can you tell me just a little bit about the program? Because I know here at the conference, this has been the big smash hit of the conference. These ladies have just been flocking down there. Mm-hmm. And if you'll just tell us a little bit about what it is that you guys are doing.
Yeah, we did a big show in Orlando, mm-hmm. At the Orlando Premier Beauty Show. We did a big presentation of our product line. And one of the beautiful models that was in the show, Keely, mm-hmm. was one of the girls belonging to the survivor group that we're doing here, who's a cancer survivor. And so she came to me and started talking to me about her organization, the Glam Squad. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And I was so moved by this young, beautiful girl and her whole dedication and energy about what she wanted to do, and asked me would I be interested in being a part of this. Mm. And of course we said absolutely. I mean, just from you, I mean, what you're telling us in your story, my God, it was so moving. So we decided to come here and show women that beauty is really an accessory. Mm-hmm. Beauty is really here, inside.
Right.
And we said, you know what, we're going to show you how you're going to look beautiful, how you're going to feel beautiful, and really send the message. Yeah. And that's what we're doing here today. And we had a great time, and we met some incredible women that of course are going through a challenge in their lives, and it changes your life. It really does. It changes how you look at things. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, you just say, wow, am I lucky? Yeah. And I feel even luckier by meeting some of these women because they literally changed my life. I have to say that. I celebrate 40 years this year. And I love women. I mean, I do.
can tell.
I do. I love. That's why I got into the beauty business. I love being around women. And I joked the other day, and I said, if God did anything right, he made women.
Yeah.
And I really mean that. I mean, the power of women is extraordinary, and having a career being around women all the time teaches you that women are very powerful, very powerful. You have a lot to say, and you have a lot to accomplish. There's a doctor, if I pronounce her name correctly, Christina Wanthrop, I think her name is, and she's a kind of a motivation person and really deals with women of age, menopause and things like that,
Right.
and also with men. And one of the things that I love that she said, women can do anything. Women make babies. You can do anything. So
Yeah.
women are powerful, and what we're doing here today, you send a powerful message is really what you're doing, to make people aware, and they're not aware.
No,
I don't even think some of the doctors are aware.
they're not.
As silly as that may sound, but you send a real powerful message, and for people like myself, you want to do something, and sometimes you don't know what to do. You want to do something. So when the opportunity came up with the Survivor Glam, that we're doing here, I jumped on it. I said, I've been so lucky in life. I have a great family. I have great kids. I need to do this. And for the couple of days that I've been here, it's been an incredible education, because a lot of it I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then meeting some of the young women here. It's been very powerful for me and very emotional. It really has been. I mean, I almost cried today meeting this young girl who knew that she was terminal. And I mean, talking to her, you would never know it. I mean, here's a young, beautiful girl who just, full of life, and just, I get...
It's hard to process.
Yeah, I just get
It's really hard to
crazy with that. So I learned a lot today, especially, even about myself. And you wonder, how would you react if something like this happened, or somebody in your family? And I lost my brother this year to cancer, and that was also a very bad experience. But being around you guys really made me just, it gives you, it really changes you. That's the only thing I could say. It actually changes how you look at life. It really does.
It does.
It really does. And I think we need to do more of this. We really do.
That's the message we need right here.
We need to do more of this. And we're committed to do this, by the way. We're going to get involved more and more with your organization and see what we can do. And so we're going to see what we can do and bring some people together and really basically send a message to everybody and see how many people we can get on board and support all of this.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I want to thank you for being here, because
You guys,
I feel like I have a new friend.
You do. Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
Well, we love doing it for you. Really, we do. You're great.
Thank
You're
you
great.
so much.
And remember how powerful women are. You are powerful. You're smarter than men. You know that.
We know that.
Oh, how I do not want to wrap this show.
I
This has
know.
been
I just want to
probably,
hang
one of the most
with
highlights of my day, and not just because Peter is well known and famous and all this. It's because he is such a genuine person.
Thank you.
And I go along with Sharon. I think I have a new friend.
You have a new friend.
My husband might not be real happy.
I was about to
it.
say, my husband's going to be like, excuse me?
Well, you guys have an open invitation to come to Boca Raton, to come to see our salon.
We would love to.
Yeah, absolutely. You have an open invitation anytime
Thank
you want to
you.
come. Okay.
Thank you.
We will take you up on that.
Thank you. And like I said, we're going to expand this. We're speaking to the people in Bravo. and possibly doing like a reality show.
Right.
And making people more aware, because I don't think they really are.
They aren't. They're not aware of the rest of the story.
No,
They
they're
they
not.
understand the diagnosis, and they know to fear the treatment, and they don't know what happens after that woman leaves the clinic doors. Not even a lot of the doctors and nurses. Then they're left to fend for themselves for however many days until their next treatment.
And that's our mission is
Fill that gap.
filling that gap.
And last night at the Runway show, we had made over about 14 or 15 models.
You did a wonderful
Yeah, they were
job,
great
by the
looking.
way.
They were beautiful. And I think that's what we really need to do more often is really send a message.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can do that.
So friends, this is the end of another show. Thanks for joining us. And always remember,
We're not just surviving,
but thriving with you.
Bye.